So now you're still with Teacher King David about quadratic equations. So let's go to solving more complex quadratic equations. For example, let us take examples here. Examples. Number one, we have solve the equation. We have 4x power 4 minus 37x squared plus 9 equal to 0. This we call it by quadratic equation. So what we do when we are solving, we just let like x squared to be y. So which means that that equation is going to become 4y squared minus 37y plus 9 equal to 0. So you see this is a quadratic equation. We're going to find the values of y, and the values of y will give us the value of x. So y will be equal to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So meaning that our y will be equal to 37 plus or minus b squared. That is 37 squared, negative 37 squared, minus 4ac. What is our a? 4 times 9 divided by 2a, 2 times 4. So y will be equal to 37 plus or minus square root of, we take 37 squared. Let us use calculator. We take 37 squared, which is square root of 1369, then minus, we take 16 times 9, 16 times 9, 144, divided by 8. So y is 37 plus or minus, so 1369 minus 144. So then under square root of, we get 35 divided by 8. So we have two values of y. 37 plus 35, we get 72. 72 divided by 8, that's 9. 37 minus 35, that is 2. 2 over 8, which is 1 over 4. We have y equal to 9, and we have y equal to 1 over 4. So we say for y equal to 9, so x squared will be equal to 9, implies that x is plus or minus 3. You know that square root of a number is a plus or minus. So for y equal to 1 over 4, x squared equal to 1 over 4 implies that x will be plus or minus a half. So which means that our set contains with 4 roots, which are negative 3, negative a half, and 3. So those are the values of x. So number 2, we have number 2, like we have solved the equation. Solve the equation. We have x minus 4 root x, then minus 12 equal to 0. So what we can do there, we just let y to be root x. So mean that x will be equal to y squared. So x will be y squared because we square both sides. So that is the y squared. I have, where I have x, this is y squared, minus 4y minus 12. You see also this is a quadratic equation. We use quadratic formula, which is the y equal to, this is the y equal to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So then our y our y will be equal to 4 plus or minus b squared is 16 plus 48 divided by 2. So y will be equal to 4 plus or minus, this is 64, which is 8 over 2. So y will be 4 plus 8 over 2, which is 12 over 2, which is 6. And the y will be negative 4 minus 8 over 2. Y will be negative 2. Okay, for y equal to 6, what is x? We have seen that y equal to root x. So mean that 6 equal to root x. So x is 6 squared, which is 36. For y equal to negative 2, so this one is rejected because we have seen that y squared equal to x. Or if you have seen that y equal to root x, so this is a negative number, it will be rejected. So the value of x is, so our x will be 36. Our x will be only 36. This is the value of x. So our set will contain only 36. So then number 3 is saying solve the equation. Solve the equation. Our equation is 3 into bracket 9 power x minus 28 into bracket 3 power x plus 9 equal to 0. What we do, this is equation in exponential form. We try to change it into the same base. You know that 9 if you know that 9 is 3 power 2. So it will be 3 into bracket 3 power 2x minus 28 3 power x plus 9 equal to 0. So 3 power 2x is the same as 3 power x then squared. So we're going to let 3 power x be equal to y. So get 3 into bracket y squared minus 28y plus 9 equal to 0. So this is 3y squared minus 28y plus 9 equal to 0. We use quadratic formula. Y will be negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So our y will be equal to 28 plus or minus 28 squared minus 4, that is 12 times 9. It is 12 times 9 because 4 times 3 is 12. So divided by 6. So y will be equal to 28 plus or minus root. So let's use calculator to get that value. 28 squared. We find the square root of, 28 squared. Then minus 12 times 9. So we get square root of 776 divided by 6. So let us proceed this one. Then our y will be equal to 28 plus or minus square root of that one is 26 divided by 6. So y is, this is 40 when you take 28 plus 26 over 6. This is 54 over 6, which is 9. Then y 28 and as 26 over 6, we get 2 over 6, which is 1 over 3. So remember, Well, for y equal to 9, remember that y equal to 3 power x. That's what he said. So mean that 3 power x will be equal to 9. And you know that 9 is 3 power 2. 3 power x will be equal to 3 power 2. You know when you have a power n equal to a power m, implies that n equal to a m. So here x equal to 2. So also for y equal to 1 over 3, it means that 3 power x is a third, which means that 3 power x will be equal to 3 power negative 1, implies that x will be equal to negative 1. So our set contains two values, which is negative 1 and 2. So that's how we're supposed to do it. So from there, immediately let us go to simultaneous equations. We're going to see how we can solve two simultaneous equations. One contains a quadratic equation, another one contains linear equation. Solving simultaneous equations. So one linear and one quadratic equation. Okay, we have example here. Let us take examples. Example number 1, we're going to solve. Example number 1 is saying solve the simultaneous equation. Solve the simultaneous equation. We have 2x plus 2y equals 7. We have x squared minus 4y squared equal to 8. So how can we solve that? That's the question. How can we solve that? We have simultaneous equations. One, it is a linear equation, another is a quadratic equation. So the way to do that, we have 2x plus 2y equals 7. And we have x squared minus 4y squared equal to 8. So what we do, from this first equation, 2x is the same as 7 minus 2y, which implies that x is the same as 7 minus 2y divided by 4. So divided by 2, not by 4. Where we have x, we're going to use 7 minus 2y, we divide by 2. So we substitute this one in the second equation. So meaning that where there is x, we're going to use 7 minus 2y over 2. So it will be 7 minus 2y over 2 into bracket squared, because this is x minus 4y squared equal to 8. So get 7 minus 2y squared. You know 2 squared is 4. Then minus 4y squared equal to 8. We can expand this. If you expand that one, that is 49 minus 28y plus 4y squared divided by 4 minus 4y squared equal to 8. So now that is 49 minus 28y plus 4y squared minus 16y squared over 8. So over 4, because it is LCM, our LCM is 4, equal to 8. We do cross multiply, we get 4y minus 16y squared, that is negative 12y squared, minus 28y plus 49 equal to 32. 4 times 8 is 32. So we can divide by negative both sides. This will be 12 y squared plus 28y. Then minus 49 plus that 2. That is negative 17 equal to 0.